Hey everyone, this is number 3 from the 2018 pre-response exam. This is the no calculator section, and this question tells us that the graph of the continuous function g, which is the derivative of f, is shown above. The function g is piecewise linear from -5 to 3, and then g of x is equal to 2 times the quantity x minus 4 squared from 3 to 6. And part C says from -5 to 6, on what open intervals, if any, is the graph of f both increasing and concave up, and to give a reason for your answer. So I was thinking if you wanted to pause and just try this question completely on your own, you could do that right now because maybe you already know all the steps to take. So the first question is, if a function is increasing, so if f is increasing, what would you be able to say about f prime? Because we are looking at the graph of f prime, but they're asking us a question about f. So if f is increasing, the first question to think about is what is f prime? And remember that f prime is the slope. So I'm going to annotate that if a function is increasing, that means you have a positive slope, right? An increasing function has a positive slope. And so that means that f prime would be greater than 0. The second question is, if f is concave up, what is f prime doing? And I'm going to draw our diagram. Positive, negative, increasing, decreasing, concave up, concave down, positive, negative, increasing, decreasing, positive, negative. And we're looking for concave up. So concave up lives here. And the question was, if the original function f is concave up, what is f prime doing? And the answer is f prime is increasing. So we have our annotations, and then we're going to go to the graph and look for this. So the first thing we're looking for is f prime is greater than 0 or positive. And that means that it is going to exist above the x-axis, right? Greater than 0, positive, above the x-axis. So that's going to be all of this, where f prime, I'm looking at the graph of f prime is greater than 0, where it's highlighted yellow. However, I'm also looking for, where is f prime, the graph I'm looking at, increasing? So I have increasing in the spots that I just highlighted. F prime is increasing, and that would be from 0 to 1 and 4 to 6. We don't have to go to infinity because they only wanted us to look from -5 to 6. So from 0 to 1 and 4 to 6, and then I'm going to copy from the question. F is increasing and concave up because then when I write my justification, I'm going to write g equals f prime is greater than 0 and g equals f prime is increasing. I just want to say, don't abbreviate that, write out the whole word increasing. The reason for writing the g equals f prime is greater than 0 and g equals f prime is increasing is because they originally gave you the graph of g, and then you're showing in what you're writing that you know that g is the same as f prime. So you're relating it back to the graph of g, which is what they gave you and how they labeled it, and you're making that connection that g is the same as f prime. So if we jump over to the rubric to see this one, they give you a point if you are able to get the intervals. So the intervals are 0 to 1 and 4 to 6. So 0 to 1 and 4 to 6. If you just know that those are the intervals, you get the point. And then the second point is for the reasoning. And the reasoning that they have is f prime, which is equal to g, is greater than 0. F prime, which is equal to g, is increasing. It's exactly what we wrote. So that is a 2-point question.